everybody, so today I am here to talk to you guys about my goals for 2017. Now I want to apologize that this video is pretty late, but I had filmed like 4 videos in one day and then I went to go edit them and guess what, the lighting sucked on all of them, so here we are. But first, I wanted to talk about a word for the year that I chose and then kind of go through each of my goals because I wanted to set them like according to aspects of my life, if that makes sense. So just to get started, the word that I picked for my year, which is something that I heard other people doing and I just thought it was interesting. Basically, you pick whatever word you want to like implicate throughout the year and really try to, instill that in all kinds of aspects of your life. So the word I chose was patience. I feel like obviously that kind of explains itself, but I don't know, I just feel like I could use it not only in my own personality and how I interact with others, but just in certain aspects, which I feel like I'll touch on when I get to each one. But as far as my personal goal, just for myself, I decided I wanted to find a better balance for the things that I not only need but want. And that is something I've been struggling with a lot over like the past 3 or 4 months. And it's been really hard for me, honestly. When I first became a stay-at-home mom, I read quite a few articles talking about how not to lose your sense of self and, what to do when you feel, yourself kind of fading away as a stay-at-home mom. And I never really understood them. I didn't understand how that happened or that it was a thing or anything like that. And then almost 2.5 years into it, I understand what they were talking about. I understand where that's coming from, and I'm kind of in the middle of that right now. I have been struggling to find things that keep my interests, not mommy or wife related, just Alia centered interests and ideas and things that I enjoy, because I'm so busy taking care of everybody else. It is very, very easy to lose yourself, a little bit or a lot or completely. It really just depends on the person. And you don't really notice it. It just kind of happens slowly and slowly over time. And you just keep giving yourself a little bit more and more until you realize that you can go all day without eating and you pee like once or twice, and that's while the kids are napping or contained with some food or something like that, and you're realizing that you're not taking care of yourself the best way that you could be. So I've been struggling with that for like the past 3 or 4 months. I've made some changes and I've communicated a lot with Mark, and he's been a huge help in like supporting me to find those things. So I really just want to focus more on that. I spend, I would say, probably 98% of my time at home, and I need to get out more. I need to find a friend to go hang out with. I need to go places alone with just my husband, and I need to enjoy things outside of being a wife and being a mom. The best way I can explain it is you have to think of love and energy as 2 separate things. I want to give and give and give to my husband and my kids because I love them that much. But love is like a car in the sense of you can get anywhere with it. Almost anywhere, I guess I should say. But you can basically get anywhere with that. However, your car needs fuel. You need to stop and you need to take care of yourself too. And I find that when I take care of myself, when I go back to taking care of my family, I am like 1,000 times better at it. So that's something that I really wanted to work on. I know that was really long-winded, but that's one of the biggest things I wanted to focus on this year. So I wanted to kind of explain that a little bit. And then going with that, I said patience. I want to have patience with myself and allow myself to not always get things right, not always have things planned out. I need to allow myself some patience with myself. So that is everything as far as like my personal goals, just to do with myself. And then when it comes to my marriage, obviously, like I said, I wanted patience, and I also want to continue to find more things that Mark and I enjoy doing together. Music and video games were a really big part of Mark and I's relationship, especially in the beginning stages of it, and we really enjoyed those things together. We basically like the same kind of music, and for the most part, we like the same kind of video games. We just haven't been doing that stuff as often, and it's not necessarily because we don't want to, but like none of our bands that we love are touring, or they're not touring near us, and that's kind of aggravating because you don't want to waste your money and go see a band you don't want to see. And then as well, video games, we have spent so much money trying to find one that we enjoy, and we just can't. However, we did find this board game called Pandemic, and we have been loving it. We love playing together. It's awesome. So I really like that we found that, because it has a ton of expansion packs and like other versions of the game and all kinds of stuff. If you search it on Amazon, you'll see. But I'm really excited that we have another thing that we can, like, I don't know, sit down and concentrate and do together, and it's like our thing, you know. So I really like finding those things with him, because obviously when you find those like common interests, you can spend time doing them. So you're not only, you know, doing something that you like and brings out the best in each other, although when Pandemic gets a little crazy, I think it might bring out the worst in people. But you know, it's just about spending time with each other. And I made Mark promise me before we had Sophie that we would always find time to be Mark and Alia, husband and wife, whatever we were, as well as on top of being mom and dad, because I feel like that's very extremely important. And that's something that I want to work on, because, you know, with having 2 kids at home, it is pretty easy to just want to not do anything but sleep when they finally go to bed. But I like that we've been pushing ourselves to really spend quality time together, and I enjoy it because he's my best friend. I feel really lucky and fortunate to have such a connection with him after so long. I don't want to slack on that, and I don't want to take advantage of the fact that we still have that. So those are my goals as far as my marriage goes. And then as far as kids go, for both of them together, I really just want to watch their relationship flourish. They are really starting to bond as sisters. You know, it's kind of getting out of that, what's this tiny little thing that you brought home, as far as Sophie goes. And as far as Remy goes, she obviously notices her sister now. So it's like, you know, they're really starting to like mesh and play together and look forward to seeing each other. Sophie loves seeing her sister first thing in the morning. Seriously, it's her favorite thing ever. So I really just want to watch that flourish and grow, because it is seriously so cool to see them go from, ooh, what is this, kind of like I was the only kid and like Remy was a newborn and didn't give a crap about anything. Now they're like coming together, you know what I'm saying? You can see it more and more that it's starting to become in their minds like they've never gone without each other. So, well, I guess for Remy, she never has, but you know what I'm saying. So that's something for both of them. So for Sophie, I really want to work on phonics with her, kind of the beginning stages of reading, maybe towards the end of the year if we've got phonics down. But she knows a good bit of stuff, and we took a break from educational things, like really trying to get her to learn certain amount of things. And we took a break from that about like 3-4 months ago, basically around her birthday. And we just let her creativity flow and decide what she liked there. And it's really been awesome, because she loves to dance and she loves to sing. So it's really been awesome to see that side of her, because I feel like we didn't see that much creativity in her. And I don't know if it's the age or if it's just the fact that we eased up on the educational stuff or whatever, but I want to keep that balance with her, because she loves the Disney princess movies where she can sing along and she can dance, and it's super cute. She likes to play with her baby doll. She likes to cook food in her kitchen and do all that creative, imaginary stuff, but she also does love to learn. So I want to instill that in her as well. And then as far as Remy goes, I just want to work on like the age from 1 to 2, really soaking that in. I feel like with Sophie, I didn't realize how big of a year it was. I guess you never really know those kind of things as a parent until you're past them and maybe you have another kid. They go from a baby into like this tiny little person. So I really want to focus on that with Remy and just soak it all in, because, you know, she is the youngest. She's my itsy bitsy little baby, and I don't even want to talk about the fact that she's going to be 1 in April. Like, nobody better even remind me. But Mark and I have some like financial goals and stuff like that for this year. We just want to get some things done before we add to our family again. You know, having 3 kids at home, that would mean a bigger car, it would mean a bigger house. And when it comes to those things, I want to be excited for that. Not, oh, how are we going to afford it? How do we fit it in the budget? We can fit this, but we can't afford that. You know, I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like, oh, we have to move. Okay, let's find a house, and it be a good and fun and exciting process, not, a drag, you know what I'm saying? And same goes with the car. We're not going to try to conceive until Remy is 2. That is the plan. I put quotation marks up because you never know, and also just things change all the time, so who knows. But that's how we feel right now, and that's what we would like to do. So, you know, I'm not gonna have a baby anytime soon. Ugh, I hate saying that because I still really want to be pregnant. I want to have another baby right now, but I really want to get those other things going before I do that. And then the last little bit that I wanted to talk to you guys about was my channel. Now, I made this video last year, but I honestly have never watched it after making that video and editing it. I don't really watch any of my videos ever again. I don't know why, it just kind of freaks me out. Not freaks me out, it just weirds me out a little bit. So I haven't watched it, but I do remember the one thing that I told you guys last year is I really wanted to get on a schedule. However, the more and more I've thought about it, because it kind of nagged me throughout the year, it just doesn't sit well with me. I can't ever find a schedule I'm comfortable with, I can stick with, it seems to work with us, and I kind of came to a conclusion. And that is the fact that I just don't see a schedule working right now. Not to say I will never be on a schedule, but just right now it doesn't fit. You know, I need to be able to be a mom, and I would always put being a mom and a wife ahead of anything else, but I need to be able to be those things to give you guys content. Now, don't get me wrong, with saying that, I do want you guys to know that I'm going to make content and put up content as fast and as often as I want to, which is pretty often. You know, I like making these videos, I like talking to you guys, I like interacting with you guys, and I love doing this. So I will do it as often as I can, but I also don't want to become like a powerhouse of just cranking out videos for the sake of doing that. I've always told you that I will bring you quality versus quantity. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on that because I do feel like I mentioned it in my last video. However, my goal for this year is to get more personal with you guys. You know, over this last year, it kind of dawned on me that a lot of my videos, you don't get to know me. You get to know what I like product wise, you get to know my pumping routine or my schedule and stuff, but you don't know Alia, you don't know, you know, the ins and outs about me, and that kind of bums me out a little bit because I like hearing from you guys. I like hearing what pumps you like and why you like them, and that it's your third baby. All these different things. I love hearing them about you guys. And there are some of you who comment on like every single one of my videos, and every time I get a Gmail with so-and-so has commented on your video, because I still get those emails, and I don't think I will ever turn them off because I love getting them so much. But when I see your guys' names pop up, it literally makes my day because I love the fact you want to engage with me and I want to engage with you back. And I just feel like this parenthood thing is really hard. It's really nice to know you're not alone, and I don't know, I really want to connect with you guys more. I want to get to know you guys better. You know, I started this channel and it was all about helping moms, and I didn't really think about the connections that I might be able to make with people just on a personal level. And I think that's what this past year has been about realizing that. So I really want to work on that with you guys. I know I had mentioned vlogs before, and Mark and I decided that I'm going to save up. I'm going to get a really nice vlogging camera that does well in our low lighting in our house, but that's what we plan on doing. I don't know how soon that'll be, but I personally liked making those day in the lives. I didn't mind not having makeup on. I didn't mind uploading that to the internet. I mean, it is what it is. I really don't care. But I don't know. I really liked making those kind of videos. I love when you guys want to talk with me and just get to know me, because I love getting to know you. So that's something I really want to work on this year. And I'm sorry this took so long for me to make, but that is all my goals for 2017. I feel like I didn't set the bar too high. I feel like it's a pretty good amount, and I feel like they're doable, definitely. So leave down in the comments down below what your goals are, or if you picked a word, what your word is, because I love hearing from you guys. Like I said a billion times. Alrighty. Well, I'm off to go film other videos because they all needed redone. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.